Tonight, we are uncovering a story that sounds almost unbelievable: the sudden and mystery disappearance of Harry and Meghan from their Montecito mansion. What really happened behind those gates at 3 a.m.? Was it a quiet move or a forced escape? Because according to the emerging reports, this wasn't just relocation, it was a financial collapse happening in real time. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will see how everything, the money, the deals, the connection, all came crashing down at once. At exactly 3 a.m., in total darkness, something unusual happened in Montecito. There were no flashing cameras, no royal convoy, just the quiet sound of heavy-duty trucks moving through the service gates of the Riven Rock estate. And this wasn't a normal move. It felt controlled, fast and almost secretive, like a tactical exit. By sunrise, the estate was empty. Security gone. Staff had been dismissed without warning, and the $40 million mansion was left standing in silence, waiting for what many believe could be a bank takeover. So the big question is, why did this happen? Well, it all started with something small but powerful: an insurance cancellation. In California, especially in high-risk areas like Santa Barbara, insurance isn't optional, it is essential, and once that coverage was withdrawn, it triggered a chain reaction. Suddenly, they were no longer protected financially, and because of that, their mortgage lender stepped in and enforced a much more expensive emergency insurance policy. Overnight, their monthly expenses skyrocketed, and that is where things got serious. Behind the luxury lifestyle, the numbers were already struggling. Every year, the property alone was costing hundreds of thousands in taxes, maintenance, and utilities. But the biggest expense? Security, running into millions annually. And once their income streams slowed down, the pressure became too much. The Netflix deals, once seen as their financial safety net, reportedly hit a wall. Instead of bringing in steady income, it turned into a problem, with claims that millions may need to be paid back due to unmet expectations. At the same time, the Spotify deal had already ended, and future opportunities began to dry up. So now, imagine this situation: huge expenses, reduced income, and increasing debt. That is what experts call a financial squeeze. And while all of this was happening in California, something equally important was unfolding in London. Prince William, now responsible for major royal finances, reportedly reviewed Henry's situation carefully. But instead of offering help, he made a different decision. He looked at the numbers and saw no long-term sustainability. To him, it wasn't just about helping family, it was about avoiding a financial risk. So he said no. And that no may have changed everything, because without support from the royal side and with pressure building from banks and contracts, the couple had very few options left. Meanwhile, in Hollywood, things weren't improving either. Once their deals started failing, their image began to shift. Instead of being seen as powerful and influential, they were now viewed as risky. And in that world, perception matters. Big brands stepped back, partnerships went quiet, and slowly the networks of powerful supporters began to fade. Even close alliances reportedly began distant. Not out of drama, but because in higher level businesses circle, people avoid uncertainty. And suddenly, Harry and Meghan represented uncertainty. So now, with financial pressure, limited support, and a shrinkage network, The situation became urgent. That is why the move happened so quietly. Because once foreclosure becomes public, it can damage reputation even further. So instead of waiting, they left before things became official. But this raises another important point. What happened next? With limited option, one possible move is a new book, a follow-up that could generate significant income. And this time, it wouldn't just be personal stories. It could involve deeper insights, more revelations, and higher stakes. Because now, it's not just about extraction, it's about survival. So now the question is, was this entire situation unavoidable, or could it have been handled differently? And more importantly, do you think Prince William made the right decision by refusing to step in financially? Was it a responsible move, or should family always come first no matter the cost? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I really want to hear your perspective on this. And if you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and stay tuned to Rare News for more deep dives like this. Because sometimes the story isn't over from what we see. See you in the next one.